Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and all of those outside of the binary, to the new map in Apex Season 3. You'll see many things that are also included in Fortnite, like icy land, lava, and impossibly sharp tall mountains. This new beautiful landscape offers a lot of adventure and fun. So now, one of the best tips I can give you right off the bat is where to land. You're gonna want to find a spot that has loot. Loot can be guns, armor, backpacks, and everything in between. You're going to want to find two basic things: a close range weapon and a long range weapon. This is going to be important later because if somebody attacks you from long range or close range, you'll be able to kill them. So this is a perfect scenario where I needed a mid-range weapon. Oh well! But my goal was not to kill him, it was to weaken him and distract him so my other teammates could come and mop him up with the finish. Now, when you're down, it's important to give intel to your teammates and to crawl to a safe space. So here comes our third teammate to save the day, and he doesn't. Unfortunately, things don't always turn out the way you want them to. Okay, back into the sky for another round. Another great strategy here is to land exactly where your teammate lands so you fight over loot. I didn't want to fight this time, so I ran away up into the hills and I found a good pistol. You'll see me here stalking the enemy from a distance as my teammate fights them. I don't want to get too far away because pistols are terrible from a long distance. Unless, of course, you're playing Rainbow Six Siege and you can one-tap somebody. Here you'll see me make an aggressive push to help my teammate. Really dealing a lot of damage with this pistol. Now I'm already down to one bullet. So here we go. We're fighting. We're gonna start punching. We're gonna punch. We're gonna punch. And we're gonna slam him into the ground. This was not something that I thought was gonna happen. But here we go. I'll ammo up. I'll get my good stuff. Now you'll see here I got stuck in kind of a pickle. I managed to pick up no ammo and no new guns, and the enemy team was here. So I tried to hide, I tried to maneuver away. Hiding is like your best friend, especially if you only have one bullet. And I get away fine. Just kidding. Hey look, it's the new operator. What's he doing? What's he doing? No! Always spectate your teammates. That's what we're gonna do now, and we're gonna see kind of how they play and kind of maybe learn a tip or two. And as it becomes evident, yeah, this was not a good situation for the squad. One of the really nice parts about this game is that there's absolutely no suppressive fire. You run out of ammo faster than your brother runs out of options at prom. So here you'll see I start throwing out all of my utility. This is great for distractions, and although it ended in me dying, I have no regrets. Back into the sky for another round. Here we go. Sticking together is a good thing, but we learned earlier landing exactly with your teammate could be a bad thing. And here we say, we're just gonna glitch off the side and have a really difficult time finding anything to use. But don't worry, after a lot of trial and error, we got our pistol. Nice. Always good to go help your teammates. You see here, I come in from the side, get the flank, get some damage done. Yeah, and when you have a second, it's always good to go revive your teammate. So, throw all of your equipment. Even if you're full health, just important to do. I don't exactly know how I died here, but, shit happens in this game. But everybody's down, so it's fine. And there we go, squad eliminated, and back into the sky for another round. The last few rounds of me not being the jump master didn't go well, so it looks like I'm gonna take my life by the... Wait, hang on, I have no teammates. Alright, how to survive if you're the only man or woman, or gender-neutral individual, or gender non-conforming, or gender non-binary, or gender-fluid individual in the game. If you're alone, huffing it by yourself, lone wolf. It's important to get all your necessities as fast as you can because you don't know when some dude's gonna come up behind you and pump you with a shotgun 15 times when you can't even land one hit on him because the damn controls in this game are stupid and OP. Must nerf. Am I right, ladies? 5 minutes later, here it is, the new train system. If you thought historical, steam-powered locomotives were cool, well, you got another thing coming, sister. Now, I think it's really important that we take some time and enjoy the new map and the scenery. This is just a beautiful game, and just don't take this wonderful stuff for granted. Most of us don't go outside during the day. We don't see the mountains, we don't see the city, we don't see the landscape. So soak it up while you can, my brothers. And if somebody pops a few shots off at you, make sure you fire back as to notify the enemies of your position. You're a one-man squad. You've got the power of Jesus on your side, and you know that nothing can hold you back. But pay attention to your map, because sometimes the train will lead you outside the zone. Another pro tip, always loot the entire game. Alright, this is the stage where we have to buckle down and find ourselves a hiding spot. Unlike most games, this game has literally nowhere to hide. So you're gonna need to find a building and bypass the loot as you go. You don't want to get caught looting mid-game by yourself alone in the open for the 400th time this season. Don't be greedy. Some people might call me a receptionist. I call myself a coward. Alright, I'm going upstairs now to try to see. I heard some noises. Maybe I can get a good peek on somebody. Maybe I can get some good pop-pops, some clip-plaps, some but I quickly learned that the enemy is on to me. So what do? I do a little roundabout, take a few hits, but it's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna keep running. We're gonna keep run. Back to the desk. The secretary job was stable. There was no reason for us to go exploring. Now we're safe. Now's the part of the game that gets juicy. The other teams run in. They're under fire. They're being followed, and shit is getting dangerous. But we're not gonna move. We're not gonna move. We're not gonna move. The other team comes in. Fire starts happening. Everything's going down. There's like 15 people in this building. Shots. Everything's hitting the floor. Don't worry. They don't know we're here. They have no fucking clue. They have no idea. But there's a bad thing happening. The enemy soldier spots us as he's walking away. So we're gonna take some hits. We're gonna destroy him. Just make sure that he doesn't do any... Okay, you know what? Unfortunately, 6 people started to duke it out right in front of us. Nothing we could do about it, bros. But if my strategy worked, we would have made it all the way to the top, where I'm sure we would have claimed the victory. The best part about hiding too is that you don't get to practice your gun game. So when it comes down to the intense moments, you're fucked. That's all, everybody, for my tips and tricks for this new season. I hope you have a good time. But don't catch me playing this game because it's absolute trash. See you next time.